Well, it is Black Business Month, and we are celebrating with the faces behind some of Nashville's biggest projects like Music City Center, the new Titan Stadium, and the National Museum of African American Music.
That's right. Don Hardin and his family built their empire from the ground up, and today we're sitting down with Don and his lovely wife, Tracy. Welcome in.
Thank you for joining us.
Thank you.
Yes.
Glad to be here.
Congratulations on 25 years of business. That's
Thank
substantial. Let's start from the beginning and how Don Hardin Group came along.
Well, we moved around with another company right out of college. I'm a native Nashvilleian, and we moved around for like 10 years in several other states. Then a fraternity brother of mine, friend of mine, threw out the idea of moving back to build a church. And at first I said, no, we're living in New Mexico. We just built a house and everything was great. But when we moved back, something spiritual came over me that says, hey, we have to take this opportunity. And it was a leap of faith. So after we finished that project, Mount Zion Baptist Church, then we started doing other projects around the city and outside the city.
So your first project, his first project actually, was in Jackson, Mississippi. So we contracted with Barge Wagner on the building of the new Nissan, part of the building of the new Nissan plant down in Jackson,
Awesome.
Mississippi.
Big project.
And the projects that they have worked on are massive. What are some of the most meaningful ones that stick out to you?
Probably the most meaningful one is the National Museum of African American Music. It was an opportunity to do a national museum. It's not just local. It's a national museum. And just thinking out of the box, we actually had a Black architect, a Black contractor that built it, and we were the project management staff, and that was very meaningful. We've done some work on Fisk University campus, which is my alma mater. So that is truly meaningful to us. So those are probably our two most meaningful projects.
Another one for me, and you just had the Sounds guys, we also helped build the Nashville Sounds project. So that's meaningful to us too, because you know, we love baseball, we love sports. And now, of course, to build a Titan Stadium with a great team of people, that's really fun as well.
So impressive.
Yes,
I can't believe we're sitting next to them.
It's hard to really comprehend the level of these places you're all building, these projects. And it's really cool because it's a family business. Tell us about your son working with you all and some of his projects over at the airport.
Well, sure. I'll tell you that when I started the business, I was really struggling trying to do everything, like, you know, the invoicing. And when I asked Tracy if she'd be willing to help, and she took over all the pretty much administration, all the payroll and all of that. And so when our son grew up, he didn't really want to be involved, and he saw the challenges because along with construction comes legal battles and claims and such. So it didn't sound good for a while. So we really didn't think he wanted to join the company, but something happened.
But he decided that he wanted to come, and all of the coming out of college, a lot of the work that he did was in arts administration. He's very passionate about public art. He is excessively passionate about public art. And so we had to find a way when he joined us, not only to get him involved in the business, learning how to run a construction business, but we wanted to allow him to incorporate his love of art into what we did as well. So one of the first things that he did was he went after an RFP to coordinate the art at the new North Nashville Transit, which is actually opening this Thursday.
Yes.
Awesome.
So he won that project for the company. And he was actually approached about doing work out at B&A to coordinate the public art at B&A, and he did it temporarily, and then we now have a 5-year contract for him to coordinate that art at B&A. So we brought him into the company, but we've also accommodated so that he can bring his passion with him.
What I like about it is he brings his own keeps, right? So he helps pay for himself to be there, so that always works out.
And you guys are so involved in the community in so many different ways. Why is that important to you, and what are you part of?
It's always important to give back. I mean, that's just a foundation of life. Wherever it is, you're giving gifts and you have to give back. Don is on multiple boards. I think he's on 6 7 boards.
Maybe 5 or 6.
Maybe 5 or 6. I'm on 2. I'm actually on a new board that I just joined this month for an organization called Change the Stars that's helping kids in Haiti, and it's just easy to get behind and get passionate about. I'm also a member of a local organization called the Links Incorporated. It's a service organization of African American women, and I've been a member now for 25 years. So
awesome. And I'm involved. I must say, Omega Psi Phi fraternity is one of the best. It's probably the best fraternity in the world, I must say, because they do a lot of things like scholarships, and we have a fatherhood initiative as well. And speaking of giving back, not just serving on boards, but we think it's important to give back through employment. So we're excited about every year we're getting great interns. They're students from UT Knoxville or from Tennessee State University or Tuskegee, or wherever we're so lucky to get students from. But teaching them the trade and watching them grow, that's really what we're really passionate about as well.
Learning from the best.
Yes, thank y'all for sharing your story. Find out more about all of their work in Music City at donhardingroup.com.